This conference will now be recorded.
Perfect timing. 1 o'clock, we definitely have quorum, so I'll call this meeting to order. Can I have a motion to confirm the agenda? And I can only see a few of you, Barb and Martin. Any discussion? Okay, anyone opposed to that? Carried. Any declarations of pecuniary interest? There now or at any time? We have the adoption of the minutes from the 27th of January as presented. Need a mover and seconder for that.
I'll move.
Okay, Michael, and seconder Martin. Any discussion on the minutes?
Sure.
Okay, hearing none. Anyone opposed to the minutes? Okay, that's passed. So we'll move right into item 5.1, Pallister Farms Livestock. We have an application here. Subject land concession 15, lot 29 west, and part lot 30, geographic township of Croton. Lands are further described as 226881 South Gate Road 22. Purpose is to sever 1.165 hectares of land with 80.3 meters frontage onto Southgate Road 22 from the existing 60 hectares. Lot as the residence is surplus to the farming operation needs. Retained parcel will be 58.835 hectares and have a 600 meter frontage on Southgate Road 22. The effect would be to create a surplus farm dwelling lot. The lot retained, or the retained lot would remain as agriculture and zoned to prohibit agricultural uses. That didn't sound right, but okay. So can I have confirmation that the notice was posted?
Yes, I confirm that proper notice was given and the sign was posted.
Okay, thank you. Clint, if you'd like to go over any comments that you received.
Thank you, Chair Woodbury. So I'll just go over the comments received. So we have comments received from the Public Works Department indicating a 3-meter road widening is required for the severed and retained lots. An additional entrance may also be required for the retained parcel. The Historic Saugeen Métis, no objection to the proposed development. The Township Building Department indicate they're unable to tell if the new lot is capable of supporting a septic system or if existing septic system is within new lot boundaries. I can speak to this a little bit, and likely Dale can as well. There is a residence there, and it has a well and a septic on it now. The only, I guess, concern would be whether or not that septic system and well are within the lot boundary, and that would be the one concern. SVCA indicate that the proposed consent is acceptable. Bell Canada have no concerns, and there are no comments received from members of the public at this time. You're on mute, John.
I sound way better on mute sometimes. Now's the point where the applicant can have addressed the committee if they want to. So Dale, if you'd like to say anything.
So the well is to the drilled well is immediately to the north of the house, just north of the house by 25, 30 feet. And the existing, which is in the severed parcel, and the septic system, the existing septic system is to the west of the house on the severed parcel. I guess I must not have marked that very well. And entrance is already is an entrance onto the property, onto what would be the retained parcel. There already is a road entrance there that has a culvert and that in it that has been used for quite a few years. Whether it has to be upgraded or not, I don't know, but there already is when the road was built, there was already an entrance put in there at that time. That's going to be 20 years ago, yes, maybe more, since the road was built.
Okay. Go ahead, Clint.
Just one other comment. I noted as you were reading the notice out, there were, because of the surplus farm severance and how it's treated with provincial policy, it's not actually agricultural uses that are going to be prohibited on the retained. It's residential uses that will be prohibited. So it will be zoned to reflect that, not the other way around.
Sounds right the other way around. Okay, good. So that's just a clerical error that will be fixed in the, okay. Did you want to add anything else, Bill?
I think that summarizes it pretty well. If there's any questions, don't be afraid to ask, but I think that it's pretty standard procedure.
Yep, sounds like it. Okay, are there any questions? Barbara?
I have no questions. Michael.
I have to unmute twice. Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair, Clinton, you refer to it is the standard surplus farm severance, whereby the retained portion is restricted for development. Now, you referred to that as that it would prohibit residential, but does that allow this retained parcel to have any development at all, like a future barn or drive shed, things like that? Or did you mean development in general?
Okay, so the provincial policy is actually really prescriptive in this regard, and when they allows surplus farm severances, they want to ensure that more residential uses or what they would call potential conflicts aren't introduced into the agricultural area. And so right. With that, it's just the residential use that is prohibited. So if they can make MDS work, they could potentially put a barn up there. But you have to meet the MDS to the new lot that you've just created. But certainly if you wanted to put hay storage or some other building up there, you could.
Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions?
I have one, John.
Sure,
Chair Clinton. So this question about the septic, the house is obviously still there, and there's no question of tearing it down or anything. Obviously, if the septic was in question, is this 1.165? Is that the smallest parcel that you can get, or is that like why that size, and why would that influence the septic then? Is that the minimum size?
Well, no, that size is actually more in like, and Dale might be able to provide more light, but I suspect it more aligns with the land that is used currently for residential purposes versus what's plowed and used for a field. But certainly Dale might be able to shed some more light onto that.
Would you
Go
like
ahead,
me
Dale.
to speak to that, Chairman John?
Sure.
Chairman
So
Joe.
basically, the size of the lot was determined on the west side. There was a row of spruce trees, mature spruce trees, the full length of the lot that shows. And then on the east side, there's a start of mature trees. And then we took them back to behind the existing barn that was there to the bottom, just beyond the fence that was there to the bottom of the gangway to make it a square lot. And the barn has to go with the severance because it's only a conflict of interest, not a conflict. It could create a conflict or whatever. It's just the barn's then limited to what its uses are when it gets an R6 zoning. So it's reduced to 2 animal units, or they can use it for dry storage, and that eliminates the capability of them being able to farm. But it's basically, Clint was right with what he said. It's kind of the existing perimeter lines that are there, and it just makes it easier to use them. And well, you still have to survey it, but it just because they're existing mature trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that on the map. So that's great. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Michael here. No,
Great.
it looks good. Like just
Yep.
squared. It just looks like he squared everything off, so we'll make it nice and clean for everybody.
Yep. Okay. We can go on, Clint, your comments and report.
Okay. So my report's basically recommending approval of the application subject to conditions. I've gone through the various policy and the provincial policy in particular, and it is consistent with those. So I'm recommending the following 4 conditions. So the first one is that a survey is provided. The second one, based on the Public Works comments, that a 3-meter road widening be provided for the severed and retained lots along Southgate Road 22 if one has not already been provided in the past. If they discover in their survey work that one has already been taken, then that condition would be considered to be met. That any outstanding fees, taxes, and charges are paid, and that a zoning bylaw amendment is applied for to recognize the reduced lot frontage of the severed parcel. So the severed parcel is going to be R6, but its frontage is a little undersized, so we would recognize that. And then the lot area of the retained parcel would also need to be recognized, as well as the stipulation that it prohibit residential development.
Okay. Thank you. There's no members of the public online at this point, so there will be no questions from them. So we'll go back to the committee to see if there's any further questions. Okay, not hearing any. Now I'll entertain a motion. Barb?
I move we grant.
Okay, does anyone second that?
I'll second that.
Okay, Jim will second that. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none. Is anyone opposed to that motion? Okay, we'll declare that passed. That was quick and easy, Dale.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay, thanks. Good talking to you.
Yep, take care, guys.
Okay.
You too.
Yep. We'll move on to item 6. That's the AMO land use beyond the basics workshop. I don't know, Alicia, did you want just to know names of people that would like to take it and when, or?
Yeah, I think that would be the easiest.
Okay. I'll just run down the list here. Barb?
Thank you. I like Chairman John.
Yeah, Chairman Joe.
just through you to Alicia, we have adequate budget in the Committee of Adjustment training and conference budget for this. Clinton is.
Yeah, Clinton's nodding.
I would like to attend one of the sessions because I think it's going to be speaking to some new rules, perhaps. It's always good to have a refresher. I know these one-off half-day workshops have always been almost more informative. So yes, I would like to attend.
Okay. And you can let Alicia know which day.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Michael?
you.
Yeah, I would, you know, to say with the budget and everything, I would take it. It would be something that I would learn a little bit more. So as I move down this career path.
Okay. Martin?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to go to the conference, but it was virtual and time restraints with work. I backed away, but I was certainly interested in for that. So I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be interested in this for 3 hours. And then it says that because you register, you can, where is it here? You can go on AMO's online training free of charge to access other information. So it's a double bonus, really. So knowing what's coming up ahead with me, Alicia, probably the April 15th would be my best day. I know tomorrow is too soon. Or is it?
Okay.
But April 15th would definitely work for me. That would just before a big job starts. So that would be cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Jim, you interested in doing this course?
No, I'll pass.
Okay. And I've already looked at all 3 dates and no, it's not going to work. So I'm glad
Okay.
others are interested.
Mr. Chair?
I guess we'd have to check with the other members of the committee too. So you could probably check with Brian and Jason. Yeah, go ahead, Barb.
There are 5, I think there's 5 dates that are, there were 3 additional dates, but there were the original dates. There were 2 or 3 original dates, just so that you know, Mr. Chair. But I know that you're pretty busy, and I think one of them is like right around when the OCA conference is and the FCM conference, which you're probably going to.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so that's that one.
Mr.
Yep.
Chair, sorry, there is a motion.
Yep.
So be it resolved that the Committee of Adjustment approve members Dobreen, Shearson, and Shipston to attend AMO's Land Use Planning Beyond the Basics workshop and training opportunity.
Okay. All right. Barb?
Perhaps we should add for Alicia's benefit and that other members of the Committee of Adjustment have the option of attending as well. Because if we only approve the 3 of us, then that excludes them and they're not here today.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would be happy to move that with that additional clause in it to make sure that Jason and Brian have the opportunity.
Yep. Anyone?
I'll second that.
Okay.
Sure.
Any discussion? Okay. Anyone opposed to that? Oh, you had something, Martin?
I'm just looking at it again. It says in this training includes all materials. So I guess we'll be getting a packet mailed to us, or do we pick it up at the office, Alicia?
It's usually
I'm
on.
not sure yet. They normally send them out just by email for you to have.
Oh, okay.
But if it is something that you would like printed, you can certainly let me know.
Well, I'm pretty old school in lots of ways, so I would prefer a hard copy just so I have that, and with everything else going on, it would be certainly easier for me, love. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. So is anyone opposed to that motion? Hearing none, that one's passed. And we'll move on to 6.2, that's the annual conference. What are the dates for that one again?
June 3rd to 6th. June 6th to 10.
Okay, so we'll start top again. Barb, is that one you're interested
I'm
in
not.
going?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I know that the original plan was for the chair or his designate, so whoever
Yep.
the chair was. But thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. Michael?
No, I got eye surgery that week, so no, that won't be good.
Okay. Yeah, the online stuff won't work for you then. Martin?
Yeah, I believe this is the one I put my name in for about the conferences, but as I said, knowing my schedule coming up at that time for that week of June, and I was talking to Lindsay about it, and it is a virtual one. I'm feeling I'll probably get more benefit out of just doing the three-hour workshop than doing the virtual for
Okay.
3 or 4 days. So I would love to have gone, but I'm not going. I can't. So I'm quite happy with just the training session.
Okay. Jim?
Okay.
No, not me.
All right, so that's the one I had thought of going, so I'll put me down for that one. Okay, so can I have a mover and seconder for that motion?
I'll move it.
Martin? Okay, Martin, seconder?
Michael here, I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion?
Again, should there be the option to, since you've extended it to us and you are going, should there be a clause to direct staff to extend the invitation to Councillors Rice and Deputy Mayor Milne?
Yep, sure.
Thank you. I'll second it.
Okay, so that change on it's okay with you, Michael?
Yes, it is.
All right. Any discussion on this one? Hearing none, anyone opposed? Okay, and that's passed. And meeting could be adjourned at 1:23. We need a mover for it though. Nobody's gonna jump in. Jim.
I'll move it.
Yeah, okay.
And
Jim and Mike. And I
Mike.
don't even need to vote. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Keep safe.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Ciao.
Oh, Alicia, let us know when you need us to come in and sign them.
I will. I'll get the notice of decision prepared and email you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.